A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant development in the ongoing quest for justice in Syria, the first public trial of over a dozen suspects linked to the brutal killings of at least 1,426 individuals commenced on Tuesday in Aleppo. This trial comes amid the backdrop of political upheaval and sectarian strife that has engulfed the Alawite coastal region earlier this year. The violence erupted in March, ignited by clashes between supporters of the ousted President Bashar al-Assad and the forces loyal to the newly established Islamist authorities. The National Commission of Inquiry has reported that the majority of the victims were civilians, highlighting the tragic toll of this conflict. 14 defendants were brought before the court, including 7 former military personnel accused of instigating violence against government forces and 7 members of the new government's security apparatus. The judge, Zakaria Bakr, emphasized the independence of the court as proceedings began in the Palace of Justice. The charges against the Assad loyalists include sedition, incitement to civil war, and premeditated murder, while the members of the security forces face similar accusations. The court has set subsequent hearings for December, with the next session for the Assad supporters scheduled for December 18th and for the government forces on December 25th. The Commission's investigation revealed a shocking pattern of severe violations leading to the deaths of predominantly civilian populations, identifying 298 suspects in total. Among these, 238 members of the security forces were reported killed in attacks attributed to Assad supporters. The situation escalated further as Islamist authorities deployed reinforcements to the region, reportedly numbering around 200,000 fighters, in response to the violence. International and domestic pressure has mounted on the new regime to commit to judicial reforms following decades of autocratic rule under the Assad family. Observers note that this trial represents a critical step in addressing the grievances of the Syrian people and restoring faith in the judicial system. However, the judge's decision to adjourn the session raises questions about the speed and efficacy of the judicial process, given the scale of the violence and the number of suspects involved. Witnesses from the courtroom recounted the intense atmosphere as the judge questioned the defendants regarding their military or civilian status. One particularly harrowing moment involved a video presented as evidence of a targeted killing, which the accused vehemently denied, despite the judge pointing out his clear presence in the footage. The emotional toll of the trial was palpable, with family members of the defendants present, expressing their concerns and frustrations over the judicial process. Ayman Bakour, whose son has been detained for months, shared his anguish outside the courthouse, highlighting the complexities of the situation. His son, a member of the military, was arrested after a video he took of the clashes went viral. This incident underscores the precarious nature of justice in a country still reeling from years of conflict. The violence in March marked a turning point in the ongoing civil strife, with armed groups aligned with Assad attacking the new government's security forces, leading to a chaotic counteroffensive that targeted civilians, particularly from the Alawite community. This community, to which Assad belongs, has faced significant backlash, fueling further sectarian tensions. The interim president Ahmad al-Sharaa, who took office in December, has been under immense pressure to address these issues while also seeking to improve Syria's international standing and economic prospects. The National Inquiry reported over 1,400 fatalities during the violence, predominantly among civilians, yet claimed that there was no evidence implicating the new military leadership in orchestrating attacks against the Alawite community. In stark contrast, a UN probe indicated that systematic violence against civilians by government-aligned factions was prevalent, with reports of homes being raided and civilians being targeted based on their sectarian identity. As the trial unfolds, it remains to be seen how the new government will navigate the complexities of justice and reconciliation in a nation still grappling with the scars of war. The world watches closely, hoping for accountability and a commitment to rebuilding a fractured society. The proceedings may serve as a crucial test for the interim government as it seeks to establish its legitimacy and forge a path towards peace in a country that has witnessed unimaginable suffering. The road ahead is fraught with challenges, but this trial could mark a pivotal moment in Syria's turbulent history. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.